BTV1. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel. Trying to see what's to it, y'all. This video is about, you already see what it is.
Chicago and Iraq. The term was popularized by local artist King Louis in some of my favorite songs, like Chirac Drillinois, Drilluminati, What a Banger, and it captured the anger and alienation felt by many in the city at a time when gang violence was exceptionally high. At the heart of much of the mythology around this music and the violence is one place. This is Parkway Gardens, better known as O Block. It became globally notorious during a bitter escalation of gang conflict following the murders of rappers King Von and FBG Duck in 2020. Since then, it's turned into a kind of strange tourist destination for documentary.
So look, the rest of Chicago, they kind of disgusted that everyone treats Parkway Gardens as the tourism and the main attraction of Chicago. And you'll hear differ from the rest of the Chicagoans. They don't agree with that. So, just to let that be known.
YouTubers.
We really here over on O Block.
O Block. So naturally, I wanted.
And I definitely can say that because I live right around the corner. Right around the corner. Literally, 67 in Indiana. Y'all know what that is. That's right off King Drive. You got King Drive, Calumet, Prairie, Indiana, Michigan, Wabash. Stop playing with me. That's my neck of the woods.
Go there myself to understand what the hell is going on. And we are officially going to O Block. Wow, that looks like a prison compound. Our security is up top. Why is there a gate?
Sometimes you have people come in with the wrong intentions. That way, I can keep them out.
I was meeting two guys who lived in O Block, Ike and J4. They were both rappers, and they'd agreed to show me around. Nice to meet you guys.
Sure, nice to meet y'all, man.
What's it like living somewhere with that level of security to get in and out?
I ain't gonna lie, I really don't like it.
It wasn't always like that, though. Like, we ain't had this maximum security type shit.
No, they didn't. And that's probably because of how they ostracized the O Block. I hate saying that, man. That's their generation name. We say Parkway Gardens. So yeah, because of all the attraction. So it's more traffic now.
It used to be open, like, to the whoever, you hear me?
But it's also known to be properly dangerous. Is it actually
that's how they
dangerous?
put it.
Nah,
You can't judge a book by its cover, you feel me? That's all I can tell you. Like,
Is it weird that like random people just come?
Like, other people, they look at us like
our life is a movie to them for
yeah,
real.
like that.
I'm a product of my environment. I ain't
Not dangerous at all, and also anything
we
can
ain't
happen.
saying it ain't dangerous at all. We just saying this is our lifestyle, so we don't look at it.
Yeah,
like
it's
y'all look
hard
at
to
it.
kind of have that
You feel me?
perspective. Yeah.
Look,
And-
being a man in Chicago
Man.
or men in America, period, we already go through a lot. You feel me? Like, whether it's jails trying to get us, whether it's child support, whether it's being homeless on the streets, whether it's dodging the streets. I mean, like, men go through a lot.
What's the difference of living around here?
Just don't ever think you safe nowhere. You feel me? Like, it could happen in front of the police. It could happen in front of your kids. It could happen anywhere. You feel me?
And what are people fighting over?
Some people be out here beefing over females. Like, yeah, we would never do that though.
We ain't beef because we understand everybody get turns with these hoes. You feel me?
Is hose like a nice?
Wow. I hate when people be fucking up my shit. I mean, I understand. So, but that's not the right way to teach a son. I wouldn't teach a son to disrespect any woman calling them out their name. But in reality, you have some women that don't teach their daughters how to be classy and what is that school that they got for females? I forgot what it's called. Where they just teach them proper etiquette on how to be a lady. A lot of them is not taught properly at all. Because a lot of people, most people, when they have kids, they don't sit down with their kids and explain everything in life with them. They really don't. So I don't give a damn what nobody say. I know a lot of people that don't get that. Then you got some parents that do sit down with their children from a young age and let them know about things and talk about the uncomfortable things. You see what I'm saying? A lot of parents don't talk about the uncomfortable things to their daughter or son. So they got a lot to do with a lot of things, I promise you. So for real. And bad parenting can mess it up for everybody.
Tim, or is it like an offensive
Now
term?
that is a hood term.
You call hoes like that's really hoes.
And can they elevate beyond hoes? Like if they become your girlfriend, do they
Hell
become?
no.
And we gotta stop that as because women gonna do this all day. They gonna say and argue why women gotta be hoes. Because there are hoes. You have hoes, you have B's, you have H's, you have B's, and you have S's. And then you got women. Those are 3 and 4 different things in women, like I swear to God. So only the ones that get mad is the ones who everybody talking about. That's just plain and simple. Women know that. Women that say that all day on social media. They know the H's and the B's when they see them.
What if she becomes your wife?
She can't become your wife because
That's the
she a hoe.
thing. You can't.
So
make
what? Like a hoe is a different classification?
Yeah.
I actually don't say hoes.
You don't say
Hoes is
hoes?
offensive. I just call them women.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Do you guys have girlfriends?
Yeah.
One
Man.
girlfriend or multiple girlfriends?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Brother
keeping
ain't
shit
wife for
100, man. I got multiple.
Isn't it complicated
Man, we
outside?
gonna get past all that.
If you use Instagram, TikTok,
Talked about
You know,
feeling
that's-
misrepresented on the one hand.
We're gonna get past that because that's kind of immature. So that's immature. They're younger, so he's just having conversation with them. Of course, they're gonna talk the way they talk until they get older and realize that. But it is some truth for what they were saying at the same time. They just don't know how to say it in the proper way.
But the level of security and their own stories painted a pretty different picture. So I went to go meet up with an old friend, Wilfred, to see if he could help me figure out the truth. How's life?
Oh man, everything good. Just working.
Like, obviously, I know Chicago is like notorious for gang shit.
Just think about it this way, right? If where you lived every day you watched on the news, all you heard was, oh, it's gonna be a shooting, it's gonna be a shooting. Wouldn't you feel like you need to keep a firearm on
So
you?
everyone's keeping
Yeah,
themselves armed.
exactly.
And that's basically what it is, people. The fact that it probably will never be a constitutional carry law in Chicago, which I just don't understand why. I don't get it. I don't get it because in the 1920s is one like that. Everybody can have a gun, as long as you're not a felon. So you got law-abiding citizens that walk amongst the city, and they are the ones that's being terrorized. Plus, where everything else that be going on. So, meaning that you can be minding your business, you don't have to be part of a gang, and trouble can find you because there's always somebody gonna try to rob you. Not rob you, but you have people. You have always some little stupid little dummies that want to rob people. So that's really what it's for. Because you don't know if they're gonna rob you and take your life after that. You really don't know that. So who wants to go through that? I'd rather me get you up off me before you even try to do anything. And that's just it.
Yeah, it's that sense that when something's labeled a dangerous neighborhood,
Yeah.
people are reminded about the risk.
And
on a day-to-day.
consistently,
And
it's just like,
oh, God, I need to keep
Yeah.
myself strapped.
yeah, and literally living in a war zone. And you didn't have any therapy, you
No
didn't
one to
have,
talk
they didn't
to.
have any services at the school. You just went on with life like it didn't even happen. Then it happened again. So now your fight or flight kicks in. You either I'm gonna kill a motherfucker or I'm gonna run. You got PTSD. You never treated it. Now, when you get into it with somebody, you might say, hey, what they did to my friend, it happened in front of you. Hey, it ain't gonna happen to me. Yeah. So now I'm gonna take you out before you can take me out. Exactly.
Freaking everyone out.
Hell yeah.
It's depressing, isn't it?
Hey, that's the word, freaking everyone out. But it doesn't freak everyone out. It will freak. It will be more so for the males. For real. But then you have people, I'm telling you, I know people right now that never experienced none of that crazy shit. Then they probably heard some shots sometimes throughout their life growing. I'm talking about, shit, how old my daddy? Man, come on, man. Like, it's people in Chicago right now that don't see all that stuff that we see because we make ourselves see it really because we're on social media. If you have an elder people that don't be on social media, they're not gonna see that, so they're only gonna see the news, and the news is gonna tell you half of the story. The streets and YouTube and social media can break down everything, and that's what makes it way more like intimidating. Cause it's like, damn, I seen that and seen this and seen them get into it. See them arguing on what's gonna see what they be doing after they do that. See innocent people get, you know what I'm saying? Like it do kind of fuck with you a little bit.
What a ridiculous life.
It's a small minority of people that's doing this type of stuff. Most of the people in these neighborhoods
Yep.
are good people and are not doing any of that
Yep.
type of shit.
All right,
He's
so I'm
right.
about to go deeper into Chicago's trenches because I think it's really important to share some of what these guys have to say. But before I do, I just wanted to say YouTube probably aren't going to like this video because they haven't liked the...
See that, and that's another thing. He's about to explain that YouTube be playing him on the street videos. You see what I'm saying?
that you can get...
Like they be playing him on because he's covering this type of stuff. But this is a way of life, and this is the truth, and this is what is being allowed at the same time. So I don't see why it's a problem. That's why I kind of trying to stay away from this. I'm trying to tell my channel, like I'm trying to keep away from all this street crap. But me coming from Chicago, I know that's just the lifestyle of, that's a small portion of the city that's like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's everywhere, but it's not everywhere. So it hits every point of north, east, west, south, but it's not. It's many of quiet blocks, quiet as hell. Like nothing never go on, but
parts of Chicago where the violence is specifically bad. And the people who live there describe life as being similar to that on the front line of a war, hence why they call it the trenches. In some communities in the south and west sides, homicide rates can reach dozens of murders per 100,000.
and it is getting better
That's 20
too.
to
I've
30
been
times
watching
higher
the murder rate
cities
been
like
going
London.
down. Homicide rate's been going down.
Wilfred was taking me to meet a guy called 10K Kobe. He's an aspiring rapper who grew up in the trenches, surrounded by gang culture.
Now this guy was on Tyrant 2. He replaced the other guy that played Bo Deal's son in Tyrant 2. This 10K dude. He did pretty good too. He did pretty good. So go on Tubi, go watch Tyrant 2. And Bo Deal is a long-time Chicagoan, grew up in the streets, went through basically what everybody go through. He surcome all that. He surcame everything and doing positive things and writing movies now and, you know, feeding a lot of people too, man, for real. Getting a lot of people off the streets, putting them in these independent films that they do nowadays on Tubi. Tyrant. That's Tyrant.
Defenders, welcome back.
In the trenches, surrounded by gang culture.
Can't show the commercials, people. And I have to pause
What's it like living around here?
frequently throughout the
Shit be
video.
rough at times, like shit, this the trenches, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, motherfuckers say home of the devils, that shit be real. Like, a lot of motherfuckers don't even be able to make it to 21, let alone 25, shit like that, you see what I'm saying? it do be a lot of wicked shit going on, but at the same time, it be a lot of positive shit going on too though.
What do you like? One out of life.
Motherfuckers just
They doing too much smoking and too much cursing, buddy boy. So we're gonna get there. That's his daddy right here. That's his pops.
Conversation.
So I'm
Kobe's
saying a
dad
lot
turned
of
up. So this is your
guys
son.
that's older don't even look,
you look good
don't
for
be
your
out
age,
of shape and none of that.
appreciate.
Looking fresh. Fresh faced. What's it like raising a son around here?
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. And there's 14 of them.
You got 14 sons.
14 sons.
Whoa.
14
17
sons.
kids,
Shit.
3 girls and 14 boys. You know
What was
it is?
Kobe like growing up?
A little
Them be the family members, man, that you don't know. See, this is what I'm saying to y'all for all you little niggas. Because I got a big family too. I'm a presence in Chicago on my mama's side. Now, my daddy's side is like it's like good, what, 5 of them? 5 boys and a girl. So, like, my mama's side is more of a big in the streets in the hood. Like a lot of motherfuckers be having kids, be having a lot of kids. Like how this dude said he got 17 kids, man. And he said his daddy had 13. So imagine that. Like, look, imagine all of them living in Chicago though. Cause there's some families that big family, they all live in Chicago. You know what else you gotta watch, boy?
player. You know what I'm saying? Get in trouble sometimes. His punishment was reading a dictionary, so his vocab is off the chain. So
Crashing out. These niggas be crashing out every day.
No, we not. I really don't want to do it, but
Get on the ground with all these guns to say they rat and have. Forever speaking truth, don't get no fuck. That boy be blacking out. Niggas out here getting spanked. Treat shit like COD guns all in the crate. Niggas don't know you from a can of paint, but they'll come smile in your face. I can't be asking now. She see I make money. I got a bitch asking how. She blocked me because I ain't send that bitch no money, but shit, I dodged the bullet. Okay.
these kids, you know,
Nah, I gotta keep it real for you. I don't know what you did, but you should have said something written, man. That was not it, broski. We're gonna keep it
shooting
moving.
each other and for no reason. You know, he got a head on his shoulder, man. He trying to make it and do something.
The whole point is to get this wealth gang and break these generational curses, gang. So we ain't
At
got to
least
do
he
all this
trying,
other shit. I got a
though.
son, nigga. My son will be 5 in August. So
But
it's
that
like
ain't
shit.
it.
I don't like, you know, peace. I really don't feel like it'll never necessarily be no peace. Motherfuckers get mad at other motherfuckers because they can't really catch and get who they want. So now they doing shit.
He doing too much
The
cursing. too.
unity movement. I wanted to meet
Now
the people.
here's who y'all need to pay attention to: the unity movement. I will. This is the eye of the trenches. That's who he. The eye of the trenches. I will. You know. That's who y'all need to pay attention. I think they have a lot to do with why a lot of shit ain't going on too, man. I
All
promise.
who
you.
say
Unity
that they're trying
movement.
to usher in a new future for the city, and he'd asked me to meet him. If you've got a kind of young boy, he's like maybe going down the wrong lifestyle, he might be involved in gang violence, guns. How do you pull someone back from the brink? How do you get them into the unity movement?
Love. That's the top of the list. You can have all the gifts, the talents, the skills, but if you don't got love, you ain't got nothing.
Come on,
So
man.
we go into the community, not telling people what they need to do, not telling them what's wrong with them, not telling them they need to do this and that, and we sit back and we listen.
Hey, hit
right?
that
and
like
the more that we
button.
listen, we start to understand
Could you please hit the like button for me? I appreciate you.
more. Oh, dealing with low self-esteem, didn't have a father right here, insecurities, right? The lack of knowledge. He just need to be embraced. People didn't listen to him growing up. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times we don't get the opportunity to tell our part of the story.
And we don't, as men, we never really get to tell our part of the story or our side of the story, or even get to articulate our side of the story. You know? This is what we got to go through, people. But we need to wake up.
Right? We get drowned out, and put to the side, and what more is covered is the negativity. The lives being lost, but it's a group of men, putting forth a concerted effort.
What gender is majority of gangs? What gender? That's it right there. Why is it? Why? Is it because of the lack of fathers? Is it because the mama can't really do too much with the son after you get a certain age, you know? Come on, man.
To really make sure, you know, that our babies can live, the children can live, and that our communities are safe. Me personally, I knew that if I didn't have a big brother, that 9 times out of 10, I would have been dead or in jail.
I didn't have a big brother. I didn't have a big brother. I only had cousins and shit. Excuse my French, but I didn't have a big brother. I had to learn on my own. When I moved in Motown, I had to adapt. You know, I had a motherfucker tried me. They tried me. They couldn't do nothing with me, and then that was it. It's like, this is what a boy has to go through when he's living in these streets in these certain neighborhoods, man. Seriously, this is real. This is real. Everybody can't just snap out of it.
And a parent is important, but what happened when you don't have a parent? And what happened when you're not around mentors? You left really to be taken advantage of. That's why what we're doing is so important, because you got men that come from these realities. And when you really start focusing on the diamonds in the rough, the ones that everybody didn't give a damn about, and you invest in them and put them through the necessary pressure for them to become diamonds, you can take those same young men that everybody forgot about and turn them into lawyers, scholars, saints. You understand what I'm saying? You got to hear from these brothers, man. They coming from environments where it's been the norm for so long.
Hit that like button.
Imagine being able to build
Kill, to murder, to rob, to steal, to lie, to finesse. It's
Hit that
been
like button.
so regular. This is my everyday life, man. This is what I do.
8 people down.
You know what I'm saying? This is Ewald. This is the famous wrong guy. Wrong guy. He done got older. He done elevated. He was wild as hell on Zach TV, like, for real. So he didn't change, man. You know, he got older, he got wiser. That's what you're supposed to do. It's too many motherfuckers that's too old, excuse my language, to be teaching and talking and, you know, misleading, man. Misleading.
And this weekend in Chicago, huh? Oh, wow, they see the body cams. They're going down, shootings, shootouts. It's like a action flick. It's a series. It's The Chi. It's The Wire. No, this real life.
A lot of the people in my neighborhood, it's children, bro. It's kids out here gangbanging. It ain't just them posting pictures, bro. It's bodies dropping behind this.
How did this happen?
Probably like 5-6 years ago, I got shot up. You know, dealing around in the streets. I got shot 3 different times. I got a shot a total of 25 times.
You got shot 25 times?
Yeah. So this happened the second.
25 times, bro. What the fuck? Then they be like, it'd be on 2 or 3 different occasions, or one occasion. Like, what?
Time I got shot. I got shot 15 times. I died twice. 15 pints of blood. I got shot in my
You
finger
said you
right here.
died twice.
Skinned them all times.
You got shot 25 times?
Yeah. So this happened the second time I got shot. I got shot 15 times. I died twice. 15 pints of blood. I got shot in my finger right here. Skinned my
15
finger right
pints of
Skinned through
blood.
my nose and the back of my head. I woke up, my leg was gone. So just imagine waking up and your leg gone. You can't talk. You can't do nothing. You got all these tools and all this stuff wrapped around you. You just like, you brand new back to the work.
And
like
you
a
know
baby.
what? That's a problem. That's the problem. A lot of them don't get to live them gunshot wounds. Because when you live the gunshot wound, you got to deal with the after effect, nigga. You got to deal with everything that come with the hurt. Like, do you know how much that hurt? A lot of y'all got, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of y'all, but a lot of them got lucky and they got shot and they went out and it succumbed to their wounds. But the ones that survive, you know how much pain you got to go through? If you get hit in the wrong areas in your body, I'll say, because some people get shot 10 times and they be walking right out the hospital maybe the same night. Majority get hit in the arteries, tearing up your nerves, like what happened to me. But you have to learn how to walk again. You have to go through therapy. You can't even, then when you get outside, man, you so paranoid, you can't even run and some shit happen. And then there's war and it's like, man, boy, I'm telling you, I went through it. I moved from one neighborhood where it was war to another neighborhood where there's some war. It was war over there too. And I'm hanging. I'm outside. I'm all that, and I shouldn't even be outside.
What were you thinking when you woke up and your leg was gone?
You want to know for real? Like my true honest, a lot of cries, a lot of depressed nights. I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of depressed nights. I ain't gonna lie. It make you to the point where you feel like, do I even want to keep doing this, or should I just let it go right here?
Did you continue in that lifestyle after that?
Even losing my leg was kind of like an eye opener. So I'm like, damn, you know what? I gotta change the scenario. I gotta change things around. I can't, cause what if I lose something else? Who was to say God gonna give me another chance at life? You know what I'm saying?
What is it like that makes it so hard to leave it behind?
Seeing the blood, your best friends gone. So it's like when you see them obituaries in your crib from all your friends that been lost, and you waking up seeing those obituaries, you like, damn, it's a lot that I done lost.
So it was a house shooting. It was kids in the house. We was downstairs. It was niggas in the upstairs area. Like we was all deep in there having fun, and then out of nowhere, shots just rang out. Now my homie that ain't never had nothing to do with nothing. He was there for like 2 to 3 minutes. Died for no reason. The gunshots weren't even for him, and he got in front of me. So I would have been the one dead right there. I got 6 kids that look up to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a full-time dad. I'm always in their life. So if something happened to me, they ain't gonna have nobody. And you got.
Come on, man. Hey, man, it's that simple, y'all. That's all I want to say. And I'm gonna like skip through this though. This part right here was a good one too. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. I appreciate everybody that be rocking with BTV1. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm gonna do more live reactions, man.
And running with it. You see what I'm saying?
Is it unusual to have 17 kids?
No, because the Lord say multiply and be fruitful.
Man, you is create your
You know what I'm saying? I got a legacy going on. All my kids is here for a different purpose.
Right.
Period. And I'm in every last one of their lives.
So you're trying your best to be
no,
there.
I'm there.
We ain't gonna act like as men, you don't have more than one woman. I'm just sorry, gang. Like, I don't know how else to put that.
And
I
you're
can't have that 17 out of one cooch, bro. Like, that shit crazy.
So you're trying to create a legacy with like as many women as you can.
Not that
No.
Because I need some
No. See, now that I know what I know, I wish I would have kept my shit in my pants.
There you
My
go.
dad's dad had 16 kids.
Why did
There
he?
you go, because y'all don't get. They're gonna, like, you got people in this life look at like you supposed to struggle. I don't think you're supposed to struggle growing up. I promise you. I don't think so. I think it really fucks your head up. It fucks you up as an individual when you struggle. Seriously. Now you learn how to survive better than probably people that never had to go through stuff like that. But it do kind of makes you dysfunctional or dysfunctional. You have some sort of dysfunction, whether it's your behavior, your impulsiveness, any all that plays a part on how you was raised. You was raised and you didn't have much. Y'all didn't have heat in the wintertime, you know what I'm saying? Barely had food, or you ain't never really had money to explore like your friends probably did. You know, stuff like that. Kids would be mad as hell and jealous. And it's normal for you to feel that way, especially as a youngin. You don't know older. When you're older, you're not supposed to do that. You just pay attention to yourself. But when you're young, man, you get mad about stuff like that and you lash out. And you end up being another type of person. But growing up, struggling is not the key. So having kids just to be having kids because you think, oh, I need to have some kids. Or, no, nigga, you supposed to be married. First of all, you should be married before you have kids. And a lot of people's not going to agree with that because they never got married before they had kids. They had kids first, or they just had kids and never got married. And they think this shit is normal and cool. And it's healthy. And it's not healthy doing that. You mixing too much shit up. Too many baby daddies, too many baby mamas, boyfriends, girlfriends. Everybody's in the mix. And it should never be that way, ever. It was never designed that way. So, wedlock.
I have 16.
Because he couldn't keep it in his pants.
My point exactly.
My
At least he
dad
admitting
felt
to
like
it. See, a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna admit to it though. At least he said, you know what, I should have kept it in my pants. And and that's really what it is. Don't have kids if you can't afford. If you're not gonna give them a decent life, not saying over the top, but comfortable where they don't have to struggle with just the basic needs, because a lot of parents and households they don't even have the basic needs. The basic needs to be functionable in society. Like, seriously.
A relationship with his dad because his dad had too many kids. You know? He found it difficult to
That's
deal
all
with.
it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
And that's all it is. This is Big TV1. I want you to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This was like almost a learning lesson. It's just the streets of Chicago is screaming out on all aspects. And a lot of people, you know, you have to be from Chicago to understand how it can be contradictory. We are some contradicting people because of the way the city is and the way the streets is. There's no pleading to nobody and telling nobody, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Let's not do this, man. Or they don't even have to know you. Just, hey man, please don't do this, man. Don't rob me, man. Don't do this, man. Don't be pointing your gun. You know, we shouldn't be doing none of this, man. So I'ma always talk against it, and I always did. Can't nobody on this channel say that I glorify anything. I am a mirror to how I was raised, and I want the better for Chicagoans, all Chicagoans. I want the best for you. You know, I want everybody to do better, and we need to unite. Unity, the unity movement, baby. I appreciate y'all, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can get a notification when I upload a video. That's that notification for. So when they boom, bam, bada bing, bada boom.